Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Nate. Welcome to our online class. I hope you've been enjoying the previous lessons. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Today is another class and we will continue from where we stopped last week. You remember in our last class we learned about storage devices. We learned how to use the different storage devices. This is the time to put all of that into practice because I'm going to be introducing you to something interesting in Microsoft Word, and at the end of the class I would expect that you should save your work in any of your removable storage devices, either your flash drive, your hard disk or your CD, and then you also need to save in your local disk, which is your computer system. What are we talking about today? The lesson is combining text and object in Microsoft Word. Don't forget, always like our video, and if you've not subscribed to our channel yet, please do that right away. Okay, so what is the learning objective? At the end of this lesson, you should be able to highlight a text or select an object in Microsoft Word by making adjustments. You should also be able to copy and paste text and object. You should also be able to insert pictures in Microsoft Word documents. So what is the importance of all of these things? It is important to know how to give a text or an object attention in Microsoft Word by highlighting. Now what we mean by attention is that whatever changes you want to make to a document or to an image in Microsoft Word, you need to highlight it. Highlighting a text means you want to make effect to that particular text, or highlighting an object means you are trying to adjust the object. So if you don't highlight an object, if you don't highlight a text, you will not be able to apply changes to it. So please note that if you want to change any text or make any adjustment to text or object, you must highlight it. So the first thing I'm going to be teaching us is how to highlight a text and object. And when I say adjusting, for instance, if you want to change the size of a text or you want to change the size of an object, you must highlight it. If you want to add color to an object or a text, you must highlight it. If you want to change a font size or font type, you must also highlight it. So highlighting or learning to highlight text and object is very important, which is what I'm going to be teaching you right in this class. Now there are different ways to highlighting a text. One is using your mouse, and using your mouse, all you need to do is to hold down your left click. This is my left click. So I want to highlight, for instance, the word here, Microsoft. I just highlighted it. So for you to know that I've highlighted it, you can see the gray highlight, or you can see the gray box or square that is over my Microsoft Word. This word you can see, if I click out, it will move out. So for me to highlight it, I can highlight it again. You see, to change, I can highlight everything here. You see that the color is changing gray. It means I'm highlighting it. So but I just want to highlight Microsoft Word. See, I've highlighted it. Now let me teach you how to do that. Now to do that, you need to click and hold down your left click button. So first you take your cursor to the area that you want to highlight. Take my cursor to the area I want to highlight, and then I will hold down my left click button. Still holding down your left click button, don't leave your left click. You drag to the area you want to highlight. So I want to highlight Microsoft Word, so I'll just drag, then I can now lift my left click. Don't forget, I'll take my cursor to the beginning of the word Microsoft. I'll hold down my left click, still holding down the left click, then you drag to the end of the word, then you drop. You can also highlight from the back. I can place my cursor here, hold down my left click, and then I'll drag to Microsoft Word, and then I drop. Now don't always leave your left click until you have gotten what you want to highlight. You have highlighted it properly, because if you don't highlight properly and you leave the mouse, it might give you another result. So that is first way to highlight a text. Another way to highlight, this is not really useful for all. This particular one is one size fits all. So it means that this first type I showed you, you can use to highlight anything you want to do. You can use, but this second one does not work for everything. Now, double clicking to highlight a whole word. Double click means to left click twice on a word to quickly highlight it. So, for instance, if I want to highlight Microsoft Word, I can't use that, but I can use it to highlight just one word. So, if I double click on Microsoft, it's going to highlight the word Microsoft, but I can't use it for both Microsoft Word because it doesn't work. It works for just a word. So, how do you double click? Double click means clicking twice simultaneously on the left click button. So I could just double click, bang bang, and you can see I've highlighted the word Microsoft. Now, another way to highlight is to press Control key plus A to select all. This also is not a one size fits all. It is used specifically for a purpose. So, for instance, if I want to highlight the whole pages of this my lesson notes, I can just press the Control key and A. It will highlight everything. But it depends on what you need that for. Now, that's another one. Another way to highlight, which I always love to teach children this, is by holding down the shift key and then press any of the arrow keys. So these are the shift key. Sorry, this is the shift key. We have the shift key on this side. We have another shift key. So the computer system's keyboard usually have two shift keys, one on the left side and the other on the right hand side. So you want to highlight, all you need to do is take your cursor to the area you want to highlight. So let me say I want to highlight everything here. It is important to know how to give a text or object attention. If I want to highlight all of these things using the shift key and the arrow keys, I'm going to show you that right now. I just use my mouse to do it. So I'll just put my cursor at the back. I'll hold down my shift key and then I'll use my left arrow key to highlight to that portion. Now, if I want to highlight down, I'll use my down arrow key. If I want to highlight up, I'll use my up arrow key. If I want to highlight left, I'll use my left arrow key. So these arrows would be used to highlight towards the direction you want, but all you need to do first is to hold down your shift key and then highlight. So this is how to highlight a text. Very easy. I like you to try it out. If you don't understand, just watch the video over and over again and then you will be able to do it. Now let's quickly go to Microsoft Word and practice a few things, but before that I also want to teach you how to insert pictures to your document. Don't forget, we're talking about inserting, working with text and object. So let me launch my Microsoft Word application. Just like I would always tell you, press the start button or the Windows button and then you type the word WRD, which is Word. Click Word here. Then let me just say I want to do a document on part of computer. So I will type the title, parts of computer. Okay, now I want to make this bold. I want to also increase the font size. I also want to take it to center alignment. I can't do that unless I highlight the text. So I'll just highlight all of this text. Don't forget we've learned that already, so you do that for me. This is the practical session. I'll highlight parts of the computer. Then this B stands for bold. I'll select bold. Yes, you can see that my text is thicker. Now I want to also increase the size of my text. I'll change from 1, let me change to 20. Yes. Then I also want to make it center alignment. So this is my center alignment. Then I also want to underline this. Then I have underlined this. So you can see I have done all of this adjustment because I highlighted the text. Now let's quickly have a recap. No, so let's assume that, let's do it in another way. Let's see if it will work. So part of the computer, part of the computer. Now I want to do all of those adjustments. I want to add bold, underline, I want to change font size and all that without highlighting it. Let's see what happens. So you can see I didn't highlight, I just went to bold. I clicked bold, then I went to font size, I changed to 24. I went to underline, center alignment. Center alignment worked, underline. You can see every other thing did not work except for center alignment. So please, that means you must underline you must highlight your text before you start making changes. So let's just do that one more time before we move to the next part of the computer. So I'll highlight. So this I can use Control A for highlight all, because I'm making changes to all. I can say bold, I can say underline, and then I can use center alignment. Then I can change my font size to 25 or 24. Then the next thing is I want to quickly type something. So let me remove bold, underline. Let me take it back to my left alignment, and then let me change this to size 16. I'll just say the computer system is made up of 4 basic parts. But you want to insert, so you want to insert the mouse, just go to insert, you go to pictures. Now, well, make sure you can't get any picture on your computer system if you have not downloaded pictures to your computer. So please, you can get somebody at home to support you to download this 4 computer parts to your computer already, so you can now locate it. So like I said, I'll go to insert, then I'll just come here and search for the picture of the mouse, because I have a mouse picture on my computer already. So once I type mouse, it's going to give me different options, and then I'll select that which I want, and then we will be good to go. So I'm searching for the mouse. Yes, I have a mouse on my computer. I'll just insert. So you can see I've inserted this mouse. Now every time you insert an image, always learn to text wrap it. So I'll just use square instead. So that is my mouse. I've inserted my mouse, but the mouse is rather big. I can always reduce the size of the mouse. So you come to any of the dots here, you have this, you have this, you have this. So you can reduce the mouse from any of the sides. So I am reducing the size of this mouse to fit into my page. Yes, I can drag this up. Don't forget I said always text wrap. Always text wrap. I'm going to do that again so you can see. But if you don't understand, please pause the video, watch it again, and practice it. So now I want to insert a picture of the keyboard. All I need to do is to go to insert pictures. Then I can search for it here because I have it on my computer. So like I said before, you need to download it to your computer. So you can't just be searching for what you don't have. I have it on my own computer. So you see, I just searched the word keyboard and it gave me the keyboard image. I'll just double click. This is the keyboard. Don't forget, the next thing you need to do first is to text wrap. I'll just choose square, and then the next thing is to reduce. So I'm reducing this, so it can fit into my page. I'm reducing this. Yes, I think I'm okay with this size. I can scroll, then I can place the keyboard here. The next thing is joystick. I can go to insert pictures, then I'll just type joystick. Joystick is actually not a basic part of computer. I don't know how I made that mistake, but it's alright. It's not really the lesson. The lesson is knowing how to insert image basically, so that's more of my interest. So I just want you to learn. Don't forget, always text wrap, and then you reduce the size of your image. Now when you are reducing the size of image, always reduce it from the side, from the top left or top right or bottom left, bottom right. Don't reduce or increase size of any image from the side, because if you do so, it will lose shape. If you do so, it will lose shape. Everything that I'm talking about in this video, I need you to pay attention. If you don't understand, you might need to watch this video over and over again to understand this. Mommies and daddies, please don't stop at letting the children watch this video over and over again to understand what I am explaining, because I know a lot of children get this wrong. A lot of children get it wrong. It is only when you watch and practice over and over again you will get the details of what I am explaining. And like we know, not every time we get the 100% of the lessons in class, so this will help you to understand. So So insert picture. The next one I want to insert is the system unit, and that is going to be the place we'll stop for today. So insert system unit, searching for the image of the system unit. So I have a system unit here. I just inserted system unit. Don't forget, always text wrap before you make any adjustment. Text wrap, and then I can reduce. Now the reason why we are text wrapping is to allow us make adjustment to images. If you don't text wrap your image, you might not be able to make quality adjustments to your image. So that is basically it, and these are the things that we have inserted, and I believe that through all of this that we have learned today, you have a good understanding of how to combine text and image in Microsoft Word. Let me put this in. Let me change the page layout of my document so we can see it properly. Let me now use portrait. Yes, so I've changed to portrait. I'm reducing the page. I'm zooming in so we can see everything that we've done today. So basically this is what we've done today. We've learned how to insert text. We've learned how to use both text and image. So I believe that at the end of this class, you have learned how to highlight the text. You have learned how to insert images into your document. You have also learned how to wrap text. You have also learned how to adjust your images that you have inserted into your document. Please practice this, and I'm sure it's going to be easy for you to do. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. See you next week. Bye.